This is the intro song. This is the intro song. This is the intro song. One more second. This is the intro song. This is the intro song. This is the intro song. Hey, Saban. There it is.
Welcome to our season finale of In the Jungle. We've had some great times, lots of funny bits. We've had a great time with you watching us, and we really appreciate your viewership. Something we like to do at the end of every season that we have an intern, which this would be the first one. We like to bring them in and kind of commemorate their time here and celebrate their life and their achievements, which are none. But they like being on camera, so we bring them in. So, intern, you're on. You are not my intern. Other intern.
Hey, Drew. How's
Welcome
it going?
back.
And
Good.
I brought you your coffee.
Coffee. Wait a second. Did you even warm this up? It doesn't feel very warm.
Yeah, I thought. Do you want me to heat it up for you?
Yeah, about that. Could you heat it 1 second?
Oh my God! Davis is going to run it all the way back!
So if you could pick one word to describe your time being an intern for In the Jungle, which one do you think you'd pick?
I'd pick emotional, Drew, in all honesty. This has been a wild ride with these people here. All the wonderful people on staff. It's great. People make me feel like I'm at home. The people just, they come up and they comfort you and they want to take care of you.
Yeah, so what was your favorite moment, do you think, working here?
You know what? It's hard to pick a favorite moment when there was so much joy to be had. Like, I just remember the first day I walked in and I saw you and it warmed my heart. And I don't know what else I could. And it warmed my heart, Drew, to see you standing there. And it was just wonderful.
Yeah.
You're such a nice guy, Drew.
Yep, thank you. What? If you could do it all over again, what's one thing you would change?
I'd bring you the right coffee, probably.
That'd be nice.
That'd be my first thing. That's what I'd do for you, coffee. But you know what? There's one thing, and here's the kicker, Drew.
Well, that pun had potential, but unfortunately it sailed wide right. Am I right, boys? Please don't make me go back. Please, I don't like it there. It's dark. It's scary.
Rate that pun.
Drew, I'm going to change it.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I would change.
Yeah, trust me. We've been talking to corporate all week, all season really. But I don't know. Some official's daughter really likes that segment apparently.
All right. Well, Drew, thank you. It has been such a pleasure to.
Stop. No.
You just
You
had
know
me worked
you're
up, Drew.
coming back next season, right?
What?
You're coming back next season. We can't afford to pay real people, so we have to bring you back.
I'll see you next season,
Yes,
Drew.
we
I'm
will.
just so
Yes,
excited
and
to
we can
see
do
you
this
next
later.
season,
Yep,
Drew.
yep.
Okay, Drew.
Bye,
I'm just so excited now.
bye.
Coffee for you. I'm so excited at this point.
Later. All right. Well, stick around because we've got some more stuff that doesn't suck.
Auburn has won the Iron Bowl!
I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing, you. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, you sexy thing.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight!
Hey guys, I'm Carter Pollock, and welcome back to Rate That Pun. As you can see, I used some of the money from the multiple workplace harassment lawsuits to buy this fancy new studio, and I hope you all enjoy. This week's first puns are brought to you by Time. What does a clock do when it gets hungry? It goes back 4 seconds. That pun is solid, but let's be real. The clock only needed 1 second, so I give it a 28 out of 34. Speaking of being alone in the universe, what did Doctor Who say when he showed up to the party? Sorry, I'm a little TARDIS. That pun isn't well written enough to really be on the show, so I'm gonna give it a 0 out of 50 years. All these bad puns are really winding me up and ticking me off. Since I just came up with the double pun, I'm gonna go ahead and award myself a sterling 60 out of 60. Did you hear the news? Justin Bieber is once again caught up in a pregnancy scandal. An underage girl is claiming to be pregnant with Justin's baby. The girl claims she met Bieber at a vegetarian club. When Bieber was showed a photo of the girl, he said he never met her before. Ooh, nothing tickles me like the tragedy that is childhood pregnancy, so out of the scale of 20, that pun gets a solid 16 in pregnant. Apparently, some Bama fans don't appreciate our beloved mascot as much as we do. Pictures of Obby dressed as an angel were tweeted out with derogatory comments by Bama fans. But don't worry about those Bama fans, Obby. Their opinions are irrelevant. That pun makes me swell with pride, so I'll give it a solid 11-1 ranking. Speaking of Bama, why couldn't the Bama fan make a plate of cookies? Because they couldn't even reach the Sugar Bowl. Oh! That's a tired old pun, so just like Bama, it won't be winning any national championships anytime soon, and I give it a paltry number 4 ranking. Speaking of championships, I was proud to represent Eagle Eye in the National Pun Championship. Contestants were challenged to send in their 10 best puns that they could think of. I got the results back today, and if you asked if any of my puns qualified, my answer would unfortunately be no pun intended. That's a pun about puns, so I give it a meta pun rating of 10 out of 10. That's all we have for you guys tonight. See you next season, and War Eagle.
And we thought a miracle at Jordan Hare was amazing. Oh my Lord in heaven!
I can feel my phone vibrating. I should probably answer it. Nah, I'm getting too cold for this.
Hello and welcome to Sports. I'm Santiago Milano. Let's get started.
Oh, Auburn has won the Iron Bowl!
Sports. Yeah!
Normally I would start off by bashing Bama, but the tides have turned.
Well, normally I would...
Carter, you didn't let me finish. I was going to say the tides have turned all the way back to Tuscaloosa.
Oh. Normally that's a pretty good pun. In the last 3 years, I think it could be a contender, but this year I'm going to give it a measly 4 out of 10.
Carter, whatever, okay? Just
Rate that pun.
moving on. We'll get things started with the world of professional golf.
I cannot believe it! Oh my God!
Nobody cares. Yeah!
Auburn alum and PGA champion Jason Dufner recently created a stir when he petitioned to not have golf this Saturday so he could watch his alma mater play Mizzou in the SEC championship game. So he tweeted to the person in charge of the tournament he is playing this weekend, and that person was not only Tiger Woods. Dufner wrote, "Dear Mr. Tiger Woods, I petitioned the event this week to play 36 holes Thursday and Friday so I can watch my beloved Auburn Tigers play for the SEC championship. Thanks." It didn't take long for Tiger to respond. Woods, a Stanford fan, simply tweeted, "Petition denied." There's something I never thought I'd see. Tiger blocking someone else. Let's move on to basketball.
45, there goes Davis! Oh my God!
Basketball. Yeah!
Auburn recently had its 3-game winning streak interrupted by mighty Iowa State Cyclones. Like, seriously? Seriously? Iowa State? Literally, the only good thing to come out of Iowa State is Gene Chiswick, and even that didn't last that long. And we lost to them? What did they do? Corn you to oblivion? I didn't know that shucking an ear of corn was worth 3 points in basketball. Come on, basketball team. Here's to hoping they can best the mighty University of Illinois Fighting Illini this coming Sunday in the Phillips Arena. I'm so sick of basketball, so it's time to talk about football like Bama. Booyah!
Auburn's gonna win the football game! Auburn's
Football. Alabama sucks. Yeah!
Well, the Iron Bowl happened, and it just happened to be one of the greatest moments in college football history. Nick Saban thought he was all smart and everything, decided to ask for 1 second back so he could not even try his starting kicker, the second string kicker, a 57-yard field goal. Not only did he leave his second string kicker out there, he left all the fat guys in the freaking field. So Auburn took advantage and returned it for one of the greatest plays of all time. I wonder how many cussing grinders that night shot their cousins. And I don't know what happened. I thought they were going to destroy the campus, but it didn't happen, thank God. And it was all fun and games. Well, that's it for sports. And sadly, I'm graduating next week, which means it's time for me to retire. So, but there's another surely thing you have noticed. My replacement the last 2 weeks, Alex, come on out here, big guy. I want you to wear this proudly, number 43. I don't know why 43 is significant, but I don't know. You should wear it.
Oh my God. Whew. Wow. Oh God. Just so many emotions.
Auburn wins!
Sports. Yeah!
Hey, Tigo, come back in here. You know what? Since this is like such a big day, I want to read something to you that'll just encapsulate all the emotions that I'm feeling right now. So, you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna be tough. But.
Okay.
'Twas the night after Auburn, and all through the land, not a roll tide was uttered by a Crimson Tide fan. They used to be boisterous, they used to be loud, they used to be boastful, and cocky and proud. But they lost all their swagger, they lost all their swing. For one little second had changed everything. The score, it was even. The clock had run dry, when Nicholas Saban then started to cry. He demanded a second be put back on the clock. The worst that could happen, a miss or a block. But fate is fickle, and greed has a price, and what happened next just wasn't too nice. The previous kicks, wide left and wide right. So he put in a rookie, 'twas not very bright. The kick was a boomer of 56 yards, but the extra yard needed was not in the cards. And back in the end zone, a lone Tiger stood. He caught that old football, he caught it real good. He started to run, he heard the cheers grow. The Crimson Tide offense, too fat and too slow. 109 yards, he ran for a score. If he needed, he could have run 100 more. The crowd, it erupted while storming the field. The Crimson Tide season was settled and sealed. A cry of War Eagle soon echoed the plain. Nick Saban's expression was one of pure pain. And up in Ohio, they shouted, "Go Bucks!" For it gave hope to all, well, except for the Ducks. And in Tuscaloosa, you could hear a pin drop. And in Tallahassee, a tomahawk chop. For the night after Auburn, the tide does not roll. The new boss in town wears garnet and gold.
That was beautiful.
God, I'm sorry. Oh, God. What is the garnet and gold part? You good? That's
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
No transit over there. No transit over there. I'm getting so sick of waiting. I'm getting too cold for this shit.
Welcome back. With this being our finale episode, I wanted to take a chance to introduce the new band that me and my buddy started. We're called 1 Seconds to Atlanta, and we're going to play you our hit song.
You ready, Drew?
Born ready.
This one's for the fans at home. Okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Just hear those sleigh bells ringing, ting, ting, ting-a-ling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling, your friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Sleigh ride, sleigh ride. Instrumental break, yeah. Redo the first. Sleigh bells ring-a-ling, ring, ting, ting-a-ling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Thank you. We are 1 second to Atlanta.
We are 1 second to Atlanta.
Good night.
45, 50, 45. There goes Davis.
I cannot believe that my heater doesn't work. This sucks. I'm getting too cold for this.
Good times never seem so good.
Hi, I'm Caroline and my black eye is mostly healed. Yay. So instead I am bringing you a list of the top 10 worst things I would rather do than be a Bama fan. Number 10, sit through an entire Justin Bieber concert sober. 9, participate in a Jigsaw Killer game. 8, kiss my brother. Wait, doesn't that make me a Bama fan? 8, go on another date with Chris Brown. No. 7, jump into a pit of live angry beavers. 6, have a terrible accident. No Carter on that one? Did he faint again? Okay. 5, watch the Honey Boo Boo marathon. 4, shoot my eye out, kid. 3, give Vladimir Putin a bikini wax. 2, go shopping for double wides, aka what Bammers do. 1, order and eat every single item off of the Taco Bell menu in one sitting. Gross. Those are the 10 worst things that I would still prefer to do rather than be a Bama fan. So booyah and War Eagle.
Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game.
Oh.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Hey guys, welcome to Storytime. I'm Melissa Hardy, here to tell you about how I found a puppy on the side of the road. So yesterday, I was driving home from school and I get in my neighborhood and there's a box. It's a Love's box, which is diapers. And so it was turned over and half inside and half outside was this tiny little puppy. And I stopped my car and I called my mom. I said, oh my God, Mom, there's a puppy on the side of the road. And she was like, pick it up, take it home. So I pick it up in the box because it was muddy. And so I put it in my car, I walk in, my dad's taking a nap. And I said, Dad, I found a puppy. And he said, get that thing out of here. So I had to take it out to the garage. He brought a towel. So I went inside, gave the dog a bath, and she's so cute. And then she took a nap on my leg because she was really tired from her very long journey to my heart. And she has a little gimp leg. So I thought of calling her Tiny Tim, but then I was like, that's very cruel because she's a girl. And so then I couldn't keep her because I have a dog and she doesn't really like her. So I gave her to Matt, and Matt likes her now. So the dog is at Matt's house, and she is now called MJ because she's very tired. And I was like, oh man, she's beat. And then Matt was like, beat it, Michael Jackson, MJ. And I was like, we should call her MJ. So now her name is MJ, and she's the cutest little puppy ever. And so we called the vet office, the Auburn vet office, because we're a very good veterinarian school. And they said that to get all of her vaccinations and then to get an x-ray on her poor little hip.
Oh, hey. That's actually 90 seconds on the dot, so I'm going to have to stop you.
But can I just have one more second?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So we called the vet, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's going to be like over $200 to get all this worked out. So we're going to call some other places to get all of it figured out, but we're going to get her shots, and we're going to get her love, and a little cage, and a little collar, and some toys. So that's how I found a puppy on the side of the road.
Auburn has won the Iron Bowl.
High fives for everybody. Okay.
We're here with the first exclusive interview after the Iron Bowl with the one and only walking chest tattoo that is AJ McCarron. AJ, how you doing?
I'm going to be honest with you, I've had better days.
Now, I know you're probably still a little broken up about the loss, so we're probably not going to get into a lot of football stuff today, but we're going to ask you some pretty generic questions to get to know you a little bit better, you know what I mean? So what is something that not many people know about you?
Why did I agree to do this interview again? Something that not a lot of people know about me. I have a tattoo that's not on my chest.
And what is it like knowing that you have just as many Heismans as Lance Armstrong does Tour de France's? That's 0, by the way.
Well, I know that I've got at least one more of something else that he doesn't have. So,
AJ, the point of my question is, I mean, you're never going to win a Heisman. You know that, right? No response necessary, actually.
no, I'm going to win the Heisman.
No
No,
response.
I am going to
No
win.
response
I am
necessary.
going to win the Heisman,
Moving
whatever
on.
your name is. Hey. I am going to win the Heisman, okay? And I'm also going to win the national championship this year. I already got a 3rd national crystal ball trophy tattooed on my chest, okay? And it's too close to my breast to put it on TV, but I got the Heisman logo tattooed right here, right above my heart. So it's going to happen because it is already on my chest.
It says here that the only Heisman or national championship you're going to win is on NCAA 2014. Moving on. How long does it take you to take one of your mirror selfies? A question from the fans.
Well, I like to make sure that my bow tie is tied just right. So I usually take the picture and then I adjust the bow tie a couple times. Then I got to pick an Instagram filter, which is always kind of tough. And then after that, I got to figure out which kid with cancer that I like that I'm going to hashtag in it. So it takes about half an hour.
Moving on. We're going to get a little personal here. On a scale of 1 to daydreaming about him during one of your tattoo appointments, how good of a hugger is Nick Saban?
Wow. Coach Saban is a great hugger. But he's an even better coach. He teaches us to play football really, really well. Yeah.
He may be a good coach, but he's probably not going to be your coach for very long, so that's a segue into my next question. What is worse, Nick Saban's loyalty or his acting in the movie The Blind Side?
Guys, you know I'm right here.
Yeah. Coach Saban has actually been sitting here the entire time. I'm not sure if you knew that. I thought that you were told about that. Coach, first of all, I just want to say I thought you were terrific in The Blind Side, even if it was for the other school.
Thank
you. And second, where do you get off on loyalty? When it comes to loyalty, this man right here, he said that he would not leave us, and I believe that.
Except to go to the University of Texas. That's my one.
What?
As you can
Is
see,
that-
I'm wearing the University of Texas shirt right
That's not a University of Texas shirt,
now.
Coach.
You see the long one right here?
That you
You
taped.
think I just sit around all day and wear non-University of Texas shirts? I
You
wear
taped
the
a piece
University
of
Texas
paper to
shirt.
your shirt, Coach. I don't think that Mac Brown doesn't still has a job
Mac
there.
Brown is not going to work there for long. I will take his spot. Trust me.
All right, Coach. Well, that's not my problem because I won't be here anymore.
Is that really? He's really that short? Let's think. Okay. AJ, next question.
Yeah.
Since you're obviously not going to play in the SEC championship because Auburn, let's face it, put the smack down on you guys. What are you and Catherine doing on Saturday night? Big plans?
Well, first of all, I just want to take a second to think about what you mean this phrase, the smackdown. I threw the longest pass in Alabama history that went for a touchdown. That was 99 yards, okay?
Did you guys win the game? Moving on.
Catherine and I are going to have a romantic evening. We're going to watch Catching Fire and probably Thor: The Dark World. Little double feature. Actually, hey, she's here right now. Hey, babe.
Great. Bring her in.
Hey, babe. Yeah, this is my girl, Catherine Webb. I don't know if you recognize her or not, but we're pretty great. So yeah, you still up for that double movie on Saturday?
Yeah, actually, I've been meaning to talk to you. I'm leaving you. He has more wins. He has more Heisman trophies. You know, he's just all around more of a winner than you.
It's not Johnny, is it? Tell me it's not Johnny.
It's not Johnny.
Oh, thank God. Wait, you're leaving me? For who?
Well,
Cam Newton.
Cameron Newton, my new lover.
War Eagle.
Are you kidding me?
That's just how we do it.
Today sucks.
Well, you know, I think that's enough time. I had one more question. It said, who wears the pants in the relationship of you, Catherine? But I guess that relationship's over now, so we don't really need this. Thanks, AJ, but we don't really have much use for you anymore, so you can basically kick rocks. So I'm going to kick it back to Drew, you at the desk. You're watching In the Jungle here on Eagle Eye TV.
Chris Davis!
Where's my assistant?
Well, thank you for sticking around and watching our season finale of Wake Up Auburn, or sorry, In the Jungle. I need to remember that. You'd think after 3 seasons. But anyway, we really appreciate you sticking with us through all 3 seasons, and we really hope you'll stick around for season number 4. And yeah, it's just been so great. Thank you.
To quote Justin Bieber, never say never.
Actually,
cool.
I forgot the line.
I really wanted to say like,
Can you take me higher?
Foster, I'm naturally awkward up here.
I'll show you everything with a wide open.
Look at that Nickelback.
Cut.
I was gonna be.